As the sun begins to fade behind the horizon, you make out the grotesque forms of a goblin horde making their way towards you. The mob is led by the sinister Goblin King, adorned in sharp, spiky metal armor with what appears to be a necklace made of human ears strewn about its neck. As the horde surrounds you, the Goblin King approaches and speaks. It seems you have something of mine, don't you, travelers?
Oh, wise king, we've traveled far from Dathkramar to bring you what you seek. It's
A righteous cocknock, motherfucker! And then Scoots rushes in and sucker punches the Goblin King square in his dick.
No!
Dude, what are you doing?
This is not the plan we agreed on, Sean.
As I've said many times before, I only respond to my character name when I'm playing.
Okay. Scoots, this is not the plan we agreed on.
Look, hear you loud and clear, but sometimes Scoots just gotta Scoots. Ha! Natural 20.
Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but your dick punching of the Goblin King was a critical success.
Hell yeah.
A look of pain and understandably confusion flashes upon his face as he goes sprawling onto his back in pain. As the rest of the horde surrounds you to ready their weapons, roll for initiative.
Damn it, Scoots. Why did you do that? 1.
Cause Scoots is a wild card, baby. All you guys want to do is immerse yourselves in the world and get swept up in the narrative. Boring! Scoots wants some action. Screw the consequences.
Except it's that exact screw the consequences mentality that got us into this mess in the first place. We wouldn't even be here if you hadn't insulted the Lord Regent by putting an alchemist grenade in his daughter's wedding cake. Damn it! 1.
Classic Scoots.
If not for our sakes, at least think of the DM. And Brandon spent weeks planning this campaign, and your bullshit on night 1 where you stole that carriage threw all of his plans right out the window. 1.
It's all right, Sarah. It's all right, really. I mean, I appreciate you going to bat for me, but that's the burden, a privilege of being the DM. Though it's my duty to create a narrative framework for us all to follow along and enjoy, ultimately it is the decisions you all make along the way that determine how the story unfolds. And as much as I would like certain things to not go the way that all of you, or more specifically, one of you chooses them to go, I am honor-bound to make it work.
See, this guy gets it. Ooh, another 20. Scoots is hot tonight.
Wonderful. Scoots, you take the first action. And I would like to remind you that you are holding the crystallized Rose of Tranquility, which when exposed to direct sunlight has the power to pacify anyone within a 100-yard radius.
Ooh, good call. Thanks, Brando. Scoots reaches into his pocket and pulls out the crystallized flower of whatever. Scoots raises it high above his head, just like the Tron poster.
Oh, thank God.
And smashes it on the ground.
No! Wait, all is not lost. Okay, the crystallized Rose of Tranquility is an extremely rare and powerful artifact. I mean, it would take a pretty hard throw from Scoots.
20.
The rose shatters into a million pieces.
Guess you could say Scoots really rose to the occasion.
All right, that's it. I've had enough of this, Sean.
Scoots.
Why do you always insist on doing this stupid every time?
'Cause it's funny?
No, it's not funny. It's never funny, and it will never be funny.
Oh, I'm sorry, has anyone else here taken 3 consecutive years of level 1 improv? No, just me? Yeah, didn't think so. So none of you are really even qualified to say what is or isn't funny.
First of all, comedy is subjective. And second of all, improv classes are a scam.
Oh, like you would even know. You never once came to any of my shows, Eric.
That's because he's a recovering alcoholic and your shows have a 3-drink minimum.
Look, I'm just trying to bring a little Jack Sparrow energy to the group, okay? Without my wacky antics, you got what? A room full of Will Turners? Nobody wants that. That's no fun.
Look, a little Jack Sparrow energy every now and then is fine, okay? In moderation, it helps maintain an adventurous spirit with the occasional moments of levity, like Pirates 1.
Thank you.
But with you, it's non-stop, unrelenting, balls to the wall, tomfoolery all the time! It's obnoxious, and it ruins the experience for everybody else. Much like Pirates 4, which unanimously everyone would agree is the worst Pirates.
When did this become a critique of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise?
Listen, Brandy, I respect your opinion or whatever, but like you said, it was my decision, and as the DM, your honor, whatever, to make it work. I made my move. I smashed the boring old rose of who gives a crap. Now it's your turn. What are you gonna do about it?
Well, let's just see how this story unfolds. After smashing the great crystalline rose onto the floor, the landscape is bathed in a large shadow. The goblins stop in their tracks as the sun is blotted out. You look up to the sky and you see
A massive meteor hurtling towards the very ground at which you stand on.
striking Scoots with impressive force, pulverizing his body, causing... How much health do you have?
30?
30 damage! Meaning that Scoots, you have 0 health left.
No worries, crew. Scoots has still got a saving throw, and his dice hand is hot tonight.
But wait! Just then, before anyone has time to react, a second meteor comes hurtling down in the exact same location.
Crushing the immobile Scoots, causing 25 hit points worth of damage, which, as we know, is more than half of your health, meaning that Scoots dies immediately. And shits himself.
Anyone else think that Brandon's storytelling's really gone downhill?
Dude, shut up. Nice try, Brandon, but Sarah's got my back, right? Just need you to whip up one of those cleric resurrection spells, and Scoots will be right back on his feet in no time. Right?
Look, I could come up with some excuse about how that spell is really taxing on my character or whatever, but I'm not gonna do that.
Ow. That's okay. Well, rip Scoots, I guess. But luckily, Scoots' twin brother Skeets just so happens to be in the next town over, so maybe the group could travel there and he could.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, Scoots, but while you were talking right now, yeah, a messenger came and just told the party that the town right over where Skeets lives, yeah, it burned down in a tragic fire and everyone died. Forever. Oh, it's so sad.
So, that's it? That's the end of my adventure? Oh, okay. I see how it is. You know, this time here, with all of you, it's been my favorite thing in the entire world. It's always felt like a safe haven, hidden away from the harsh realities of the cruel and uncaring real world. A place where, for the first time, I feel like I could truly be myself. So, thanks to all of you for allowing me to have that, if only for a little while. Guess that's it's a wrap on Scoots.
Damn it! I mean, I guess I could use the resurrection spell on Scoots.
Scoots is back, baby!
Anyone else think Brandon's storytelling's kind of going downhill?
Shut up.
Perfect. Whoa, perfect. All right, that's the one.